And we're live.
Welcome, guys, to multicam podcast number 3.
Wow, multicam.
Yeah.
Look at it change.
I think it's,
what's on the screen?
How's my hair?
That's the main question,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes,
How's
and
my hair?
how's my eyebrow hair?
I think we should leave that to the audience to decide.
Yeah.
Who's got the best hair? Vote in the comments below.
Yes.
Don't be too
So it's
scathing. though.
multicam podcast number 3. It's podcast, I believe, number 13 or 14. So we're well underway at this stage. And today's podcast episode is going to be how to create a winning offer for your business.
Brought to you by AIA.
Brought to you by AIA Digital Marketing. Hope you liked our new intro, guys. Check it out. It's a bit of fun making that, wasn't it, Wade?
And Wade and Billy been hard at work with the creative direction.
Yes.
We love it.
Boom, boom, boom. The drums.
Drums.
Yeah, that's my input.
All right, let's get stuck into it. We're a minute in. We haven't said anything.
All right, what are we talking about today, Billy?
We are talking about creating an irresistible offer for your business.
Ooh.
This is where a lot of people fall over. You're a painter, you're a plumber, you're a fencer, you're a roofer, you're an accountant, you're a lawyer, or you're something else. But marketing your business effectively is the most difficult thing for a lot of people. You might be the best at your job, but you could be the best plumber, you could be the best accountant. But if you don't know how to put out an offer and market your services effectively, then you're basically...
No one knows you exist.
That's right, man. You might get some good word of mouth work, but if you really want to scale, and grow your business, you need to know how to create the offer. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
So should we pick an industry or a business and stay on topic, or do you want to keep it open to a wide range of businesses?
Well, there's general laws of marketing and boxes that can be ticked to promote any business.
Okay.
Some of the boxes are more applicable to some industries than others, certainly. But as many of these boxes that can be ticked, it's better to tick them, in my opinion. So yeah, sure, we can throw out some examples. Tradies, for example, professional services, basically everything. But let's have some fun. Let's pick out some business industries. Did you have any in mind, Joe?
I always like to talk about plumbers and electricians.
Okay, cool.
I think it's fairly low-hanging fruit for this industry.
Yeah.
Perhaps often done well, often not done so well, right? So
It's so competitive, man.
Yes.
If you're a plumber and you're in Sydney or Melbourne or one of the metropolitan areas in Australia, cost per lead anywhere from $100 to $200. That's if the campaign's doing reasonably well. And we all know that the average plumbing job isn't always worth that much, So you've also got a couple of big guys in the arena, that are willing to run loss leaders so that they're in the right place at the right time. They'll lose money on 80% of the jobs that they win through Google ads, but then they win some big jobs that make up for it, like rewiring for a Sparky, a big block drains job for a plumber, switchboard upgrades again for Sparkies. For pest control, you've got termite barriers. They make all the ad spend worthwhile. Once they've got one of those big jobs coming through. So if you're coming in and, you've got shallow pockets, you're running a one-man, two-man band and you every dollar counts, it can be really hard to compete with the other guys on Google ads specifically, which is really where the money's made. People, these are on-demand services. You're looking for a plumber, you've got a burst pipe, you've got your electricity's not working, you're pulling out your smartphone, you're opening Google and you're typing in, more often than not, a plumber or electrician and the suburb that you're in. That's just by far the predominant search query that's used for hiring services like those. So with 4 ad spaces at the top, you're up against it, man, especially if you're targeting all of Sydney.
it's also in that exact scenario where the objection that, I don't click on ads falls short, right? Because,
Yes.
90% of the time, none of us are clicking on ads.
Yes.
But when the need is strong and you know what you're looking for,
Yes.
you just hit the ad because
Yep.
it's specifically what you're looking for at
And
that
the
time.
Perfect example is locksmiths.
Yes.
You're locked out. You click on the call extension on the ad at the top, or the second, whichever one has a call extension.
Yeah.
Emergencies require urgency.
Yeah.
Therefore, the top ad spot
Yeah.
is for those kind of situations.
That's right. Exactly. You can still get the higher click-through rate with a better ad if you've got a better offer. And that's what we're here to talk about today, how to write a better offer. These offers make all the difference. People do look around. When hiring a service, even if it's an emergency, they will read the top few ads before they click on one. and then obviously the landing page, if it's not an emergency service that you're providing and you've got a landing page that's offering a specific type of service, they'll check out your landing page. They'll check out a couple of others. How can you be sure that they're going to convert on your landing page? So a lot of people spend too much time looking at the bids, looking at the keywords, sort of blaming Google, blaming their ad manager or their agency, which they should do, I suppose, if the campaign's not working, but not thinking enough about the offer. That's really where the money's made here, in my opinion. What do you think, Joe?
Yes.
You agree?
I do. And I think there's a few ways to really hit that from that ad and from that landing page experience. And something I thought about yesterday as well is that a lot of, just going off topic a minute, but a lot of websites are built, right? And then you run ads. But rarely are you building a website with a mind to run ads.
Yes.
So that the messaging, the consistency of that ad to that landing page is, often not there.
It's not carried through.
Not carried through.
Continuity is not there. And also a lot of people build websites thinking that they need to express themselves and the website needs to represent the business, whereas there can often be a mismatch between the demand in the market versus the demand you're trying to create by promoting your business. It's really important that your website helps people solve their problem.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It shows them how they can solve their problem easily. So should we start from the top, guys? Here's the boxes you need to tick to create a good offer.
All right. What's number one?
Number one, I believe, is differentiated. I think that's the most important thing. It's hard when you're in a heavily commoditized industry like plumbing or electrician. It's hard to differentiate your offer, and you can see a lot of things coming through. It's actually so easy because everything's out there on the internet for you to look around at your competitors and look at ways that they've tried to differentiate their services to avoid the cost-driven decisions that people make when hiring plumbers, right? Otherwise, it's just a race to the bottom. So if you are, if you've got something that you're trying to promote that is a saturated industry, there's a lot of competitors. Differentiating your offering can make a huge difference, and it can help people make value-driven decisions rather than price-driven decisions. That's something that I think is important. What about
how important in the process is that, the differentiation?
Well, right at the start, that's the first thing you should be doing is thinking about how you can help solve your market's problems better than anyone else solves their problem.
So what are some kind of types of differentiation? Can you get into some examples?
Yeah, for sure. So just renaming it for a start, niching it is another way to do it. Niching is seriously underestimated. The power of niching is something that can be used to increase the value of your products and services while still offering the same product or service, essentially. An example I can give is if you've got a time management plan that's worth $60, and then you've got a time management plan for men over 30. It's now worth $120. The same time management plan targeted to men over 30 in the health industry, in the health professions, that's now worth $400, right? Because it's not only are you increasing the relevancy for the person and targeting a niche, but you're actually increasing the value they're going to get out of that time management plan because they feel like it's for them specifically, and you can obviously tweak it to be more appropriate for people in that industry or in that psychographic demographic. So niching is important. Renaming and a process you can go through also is reading all of your competitors' Google Maps reviews. There's obviously a lot of fake ones out there, but you can read through them and pick out the complaints and pick out the 5-star reviews and what they liked about it. And you can start to get a really good understanding of what the market's looking for, what the market likes, what the market doesn't like, and write down a list of every single problem you can possibly solve for these people, and then bundle it all up and call it something.
That's gold, man. I talk a lot to our clients about your market telling you what it is that they're actually looking for, what they want, right? You can, like you say, you can have your business and what you stand for and the services you offer, but at the end of the day, your market is going to tell you what it is that they actually want.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
The unknown unknowns, the black swan, the actual intrinsic motivations for what it is that got them on your phone, right? To actually pick up the phone and call you.
Yes.
They will tell you what it is working with your advertising.
Yes.
They'll tell you what's working with your offer. They'll tell you what's working with the whole process.
If you're listening.
If you're
Yes.
listening.
That's right. Yeah, man, that's right. A lot of people make that mistake, and they think that they need to create the demand when really the most successful businesses in the world channel demand that's already there. You know, there's that story that's been told a million times. If you're in our industry, or if you've dabbled in marketing or been to any of the big conventions that are held out there by the consulting firms, you've got the burger shop, burger van story. It's just before lunch, so this is an appropriate time for us to talk about burgers. But the question is, if you've got a burger van, what do you need to be the most successful burger van, right? And a lot of people usually answer the freshest bread, the freshest lettuce, the best patties, the best sauce.
Pickles.
You
need pickles.
So the answer is, drum roll, a starving crowd, right?
Best location.
Best location, a starving crowd. Yeah, that's right. Same thing. So that's because you need to channel the demand.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how good or bad your burgers are. If there's 10,000 people that are starving where you park your van, you're going to sell a lot of burgers, right? So that's kind of obviously a well overused and well-known way of highlighting channeling demand rather than
The Ronald McDonald scheme.
Yeah, man. Well, they're a real estate business, right?
That's right, yeah.
They're not a burger business. They're a real estate business, and they know the power of a starving crowd, right?
Well,
guess.
if you're on every corner in the world,
Yes.
there's bound to be someone hungry.
Yeah. So differentiating your offer is a really good way for you to be able to avoid cost based decisions and go for value based decisions. And be able to charge more for your services and solve more problems for your clients. You know, that's really where business is at, right? That's what we're here to do. So I read something interesting lately, actually, in the Seth Godin book, This Is Marketing, where he says businesses don't use customers to solve their problems. They use marketing to solve their customers' problems, which I thought was quite poignant.
That's pretty good.
Poignant.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's a good one.
I like that.
All right, next one, value-driven. We've kind of touched on that, I believe, haven't we? Should we talk a bit more about that?
You need to drive value.
Yeah, right.
If you're not driving value, you're probably walking.
Yeah. So you know, there's this thing called the value equation, and out of all of the different types of value equations I've read, this one's the one that stood out the most, and it's basically. You've got a client or you've got a prospect, and what they want is a dream outcome. They're after something. So if they're calling a plumber, they want their pipe fixed, or they want their toilet to flush, or they want, or it might be someone who's like signing up to a personal trainer program, and they want to get fit, they want to get muscly. They've got their dream outcome. They want to look like Arnie, right? So that dream outcome, the likelihood of them reaching that dream outcome, right, times the amount of the likelihood of them reaching their dream outcome, and times the how long it's going to take them to reach their dream outcome is the first thing.
So likelihood times time.
Yeah, by likelihood, the dream outcome times how much time it's going to take for them to reach that dream outcome.
Okay,
right, divided by the cost for them to reach that dream outcome.
Yep.
Right, and the amount of effort they have to put in to reach that dream outcome. So in other words, if you can offer someone the solution to their problem, give them that dream outcome in a very short period of time, right, with a high likelihood of achieving it, with little to no effort from them, then you've got it, right? So that's why, for example, Valium is a much bigger industry than yoga. Right? Because you get your dream outcome.
Yeah, big pharma is a thing. You don't hear much about big yoga.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Yoga's underground.
Yeah, so I can, with very little effort, very little cost, you know what I mean?
$5, pop a pill.
100% complete likelihood
Yes.
of reaching my dream outcome, pop a few Valium pills, right? And get my dream outcome. Or I can join a yoga class, I can meditate, I can do exercise, and maybe in 2 months I'll feel good, So this is just what people are like. That's a value-based decision. And you can reverse engineer that and use that in your business, and you see that all the time in marketing and land. Good offers have this.
So you can have a very high, sorry, what was your equation again? So the likelihood times the time divided by
effort
and
cost. Yep.
So you can have a high value in one of those areas.
Yeah. So
as long as the other areas pull down the overall.
Exactly. If it's very,
number.
very likely you're going to get your dream outcome.
Yes.
And you're going to get it really quickly.
Yes.
And it's going
to take no effort from you.
Yeah. And cost you very little.
Price goes up.
Right. So
but at the same time, if it has a cost that's going to be quite potentially significant.
Yes.
But it takes very little of your time.
Yes.
It has very low effort from you.
Yes.
And still has a very high likelihood of getting you to what you want to, getting you to where you want to be.
You can charge more for
That's still okay, right? You can
Yes.
still charge more.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can have that fee in there.
Exactly. Yeah. People will pay more to get what they want, knowing that they're going to get it in a short period of time with no effort. Right?
Faster is better than free.
Precisely. People
You're going to buy a t-shirt online that takes 50 days to ship. Cost you $20.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably buy the $50 t-shirt that's going to be there in a day.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly, man. So that's the value thing. There's a lot of things out there about value equations and stuff, but that's probably my favorite one.
We love convenience.
Yes,
Yeah,
we do, eh? Yeah. Cool. So that's it. Value. I think let's rattle through these. All right. Are we cool if we rattle through the next couple of boxes?
Smash 'em.
Bong, boom.
Cool. So value stacking. What's that, Joe?
Essentially, itemizing all the separate values of your service.
Yep.
So all the things that you're going to do, call out fees, parts, materials, time, effort, everything in a line, strike through and give a much lower stacked price, value stack
Yes.
price.
Cool.
How does that work in the mind of the consumer?
Just value for money. They if you pick apart everything that they get within this offer and itemize and price every line.
So you're basically showing them
The value.
Look at all the value that you're getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rather than saying you're getting your car serviced,
Yes.
you're doing oil change, wheel alignment,
Yes.
blah, 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 blah,
That's
blah.
right.
Very, very easy to do for commoditized product websites, right? So
Yes.
if you've got a supplement store or something, and you've got pre-workout, post-workout, you've got your intra-workout BCAAs, you've got your proteins, you've got your, you got all these things, and they're
Yes.
all worth, between $50 and $100,
Yes.
and you end up with $300 worth of product, but you've got an offer on, right? The value, the stack is valued at $300, but you're going to sell it to them for $220.
So
Yeah.
we call it the jacked stack.
Jacked stack. If you are a protein supplement business and you're not using that, you are missing out.
Yeah, give us a call. We can redo your whole life and take you to where you want to be.
I think I'd rather just get some plastic surgery. You know what I mean? Just buff up with that rather than the protein shakes.
Calf implants, probably better for your liver.
1 hour
'Cause-
1 hour operation, they'll insert some pecs and some butt cheeks.
Because why, Billy? Because the value equation.
That's right. It's easier.
Convenient.
costs-
It costs more,
It's guaranteed to work.
but it's guaranteed.
Yeah,
Yes.
to work for how long?
I have
It's
to
quicker.
admit, Joe, you've highlighted a mistake that I made, and I'm big on putting my hand up and admitting when I've made a mistake. You ready for this, guys?
Is a hand up?
Because I was wrong once.
We've
and I
got you
admitted
on
that I was
camera,
right
so
all
put
along.
your hand
Once.
on. This is
Hands up.
documented.
Made a mistake.
Yeah.
Got the equation wrong.
Uh-oh.
It's dream outcome times likelihood of achieving dream outcome divided by how much time it's going to take to get your dream outcome
Yes.
and the amount of effort is involved. That's why you can charge more for it. So just rewind. Fix that one up.
We'll put the notes in the notes.
Yes.
We'll do the edit.
Yeah, cut that out.
Scrap that.
Risk reversal. Who wants to talk about that?
You do.
I'm a talker.
All right.
I'm almost as much of a talker as you, Joe.
Do you want me to do it?
Joe, for our listeners out there, is a talker. He
Yak, yak, yak.
Yeah, I occasionally go to the gym with him and he'll talk through a set of bench presses.
Is that why you stopped coming to the gym with me?
I've actually never seen anyone continue a conversation while bench pressing.
Mate, you're working out your lungs at the same time as you're working out your muscles,
All right. So who's going to talk about it? You go first, Joe.
Risk reversal.
Risk reversal.
Yeah. So how can you remove the mental roadblocks that are going to stop people from buying, right? What is it that they might fear is going to happen?
Yes.
And how can you get in front of that fear
Yeah.
with risk reversal?
Right.
I'll ask you.
Oh, well, there's quite a few things that can be done, but the most obvious ones are guarantees, warranties.
Yes.
Um,
Easy returns policies.
easy returns policies,
refunds.
30-day money-back guarantee, or even we've got clients that we've twisted their arm into doing a 200% money-back guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. Whereas if we're so confident that you're going to love our products or our produce or our whatever, if you don't absolutely love it, send it back. We'll give you double your money back.
And I think statistically, the amount of people that make good on a guarantee like
Less
that is
than 5%.
fairly low. Less than 5%.
Less than 5% of people ever make good on a guarantee.
Right.
Is that because of the consumer or the company?
It's the consumer. It's
No one can be bothered to send the form. Or
right.
do this
You know, there's hurdles. You know, you see those infomercials at 2:00 in the morning.
my favorite.
You know, those times when you have those existential crises, wondering what the hell you're doing with your
And-
life because you're watching an infomercial at 2:00 in the morning.
And capitalism's just rolling on and on.
Yes, the world just
continually.
the machine keeps rolling. They're you know they're taking their stuff straight from a playbook, right? And
Yeah.
it's a brilliant playbook and it works well, and that's why they do it. You
Well,
know.
a prime example of value stacking there as well, right? Is that you get these frying pans, but that's not all.
Yeah.
We're going to throw in this set of
Steak
steak
knives.
knives, but that's not all.
Yeah.
You're going to get this set
No,
of
but
wine
it's also,
decanters.
yeah, if you call within the next 20 minutes or for our next 10
Yeah.
phone calls
Calls,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So
Guys, we've only got 85 of these, so you better get in quick because
Yeah.
there's a million people watching right now, and the phone lines are heating up. So
Yeah.
get onto it.
I watched a doco about those, and it's great. I think it was
Louis Theroux.
Louis Theroux,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good because it's so dramatic and entertaining.
Yeah.
They go, "You're on air," you know, and they do it, and then they shut. Then they finish the ad, and then they've got like 10 people sitting at phones, and there's this tension, like,
Is
did it
someone
work?
going to
Is
buy?
it
Are
gonna-
they not going to
And
buy?
then the phones just start going off. You know, it's amazing.
Real classic sales psychology in there as well. The high energy
Yes.
acting that goes into those infomercials as
Yeah,
well.
man.
Super high energy.
Yeah.
Both people, you know, one of them's interviewing. Oh, so what's so good about this, right?
Yeah.
Like leading questions.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
piece of art.
Yeah, man, and they've used these fundamental marketing laws, you know, with
Yes.
persuading people to buy this stuff.
And maybe jumping ahead here a bit as well, but you've also got there right off the back of those hyperbolic discounts.
Yes.
So discounts that aren't really discounts, right? Afterpay, Zip Pay, Hum Money, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All of those guys, but the shopping channel
Yes.
guys have been doing this for years, right?
They
Afterpay's been
invented
around
it.
for a few
Danos
years.
Direct.
Invented it.
Yeah,
Buy
yeah.
now, 4 easy payments of
Yeah,
$49.99
They've been doing
or
that
whatever
for decades,
it is.
man.
Decades,
They're way ahead of the game there.
But it's still
our next episode. What you can learn from infomercials.
From Danos Direct, yeah. Yeah, man.
you should do that, a breakdown.
So risk reversal, money 30-day trial, 30-day money back guarantee. You know, they've been doing that for years, and it works.
Koala does the 120-day,
Yeah,
no questions asked returns.
yeah.
I wonder how many returns they actually get. Yeah.
No one's
mattresses.
who's
But
gonna.
who's-
Yeah, I'll just get that foam mattress back
Yeah,
mattress
back in
into
the
the
box.
box that we sent it to you in.
Yeah,
and we'll
it
give
has
you your
now
money
got
back.
it has now got 4 months of your family's sweat on there, but just send it back. It's fine.
Yeah, man. No human being could get that mattress back in that box.
Well, also the geniusness of that, right, is that the money that you've spent is now 6 months ago.
Yes.
So it's not in your,
Yeah.
sphere or whatever.
Gone.
It's gone.
That's right.
Mentally, it's gone. You
Yeah.
know it's gone.
And again, it's the effort. You're off. You're not thinking about getting your money back. You're off thinking about how to get your dream outcome.
Yes.
Somewhere else.
Dream outcome. Nice.
You know what I
pun.
mean? You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
We went back around there.
Yeah.
It's
We're
good.
pretty witty here.
Yeah. So risk reversal guarantees. Money
Hyperbolic
back,
discounting.
Hyperbolic discounts. Just a little tip for the guys out there: name your guarantee. Give your guarantee a name. Make it sound big. Make it sound bold. Make it sound
And
gutsy.
beautiful.
It should be a gutsy guarantee.
Could you give an example for a plumber?
What are you doing to me, Joe? Wait,
Let's
wait
do
for
it.
that.
Just
Let's do
wondering how. Just wondering
A commercial cleaning service.
Commercial
It's
cleaning.
not everyone's
service.
a plumber or electrician.
Yeah. superior clean or double your money back. If it's let's say it's called Cat's Cleaning Service.
Okay.
Right? We'll call it the Cat's Cleaning Service Guarantee. Right? 200% money back satisfaction guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied, if you find a crumb or a speck of dust still in your home when we're finished, double your money back.
So that's actually an excellent point, right? It's the guarantees as well. You have requirements for that guarantee to be made good on, right?
Right. Yeah. So you've got the consumer facing guarantee.
Yes.
200% money back, fully satisfied. You know, if you're not fully satisfied with our produce, products, services, you get double your money back. Terms and conditions apply.
Yes.
And then, you know, you just have to give people a few little hurdles to jump over so opportunists don't just use your double your money back guarantee as a way to make money.
Like what? Like time sensitivity?
We're doing one for a fresh produce company. And one of the terms of that are that they have to send in a photo of the spoiled produce within 24 hours of receiving delivery.
Okay, reasonable.
Right? So
that type of guarantee for that business,
yeah,
seems like a reasonable.
And they've never had
Ts.
anyone take. We've been running that 200% money back guarantee. The sales have gone up significantly since we implemented it, and they've not had one person.
I imagine as well, if somebody did call in, right?
Yes.
I mean, how many of us are keen to negotiate or keen to go into battle from, you know, to have a fight with somebody who's providing us a service?
Yes.
So I imagine if somebody calls up and said, "I've just been delivered a pretty manky mango," right? Like, you're not going to say, you know, a mango. You're not going to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah.
Let me give you the 200% guarantee," right? You say, "Oh, that's a shame. I'm really
I'll
sorry.
send you a bag of mangoes.
We'll express post you." Yeah.
We'll give you
A
3
crate.
mangoes. That's right.
We'll give you 14.
Exactly. So how it plays out in the real world is completely
Mania,
different, right? A lot of people freak out with guarantees. If it's making you uncomfortable as a business owner, you're on the right track. It should be a guarantee that no one else would be willing to offer.
Nice.
That's what makes it work, right?
The Titanic offer.
Yeah. What's the next one, guys? Credibility. Joe, I know this is a big one for you.
I have no credibility after saying the Titanic offer.
What's the Titanic offer?
Well, you got to make sure it's big enough and bold enough that people want to get on the ride, but there's no icebergs that are going to sink your business.
Even though it was the unsinkable ship, yeah.
It's good.
No.
Yes. Did you just make that up on the spot?
I did.
Whoa.
And what do I know about marketing?
That was fantastic.
Creative, like, sparks just flying today.
That's why you should call AIA. We've got great ideas.
Yes, ask for Wade. Credibility. Joe, you always forget one of them.
I do, yeah. I like to say this. So
it's not that credible.
On your website, right? There's or within your offer, within your ads, whatever it is, wherever you got that consumer facing information.
Yes.
You want to have a few things.
Oh yeah.
Right?
What are they, Joe?
Well, there's 4. And I remember 3 of them. So, so if you've got any industry relevant accreditation, right?
Ooh.
If you are a master builder, then
Yes.
get that information on your website. If you're a
Yes.
master plumber, get that on your site. If you've got Cert 4 certification in training, then get that up there, right? Whatever it is, get that information in front of people. Show them the experience that you have and why you're the authority.
Yes.
So accreditation.
Yep.
Affiliation.
Yep.
So who have you worked with in the past? Why would somebody want to work with you? Give them like the affiliate people you've worked with, your affiliate partners, your customers, right? Big or small, right? Show that other people have used you in the past and they've had a good experience with you. Otherwise, they wouldn't presumably let you put the
Guarantee or the
affiliation on the site.
Social proof.
Yes.
And accreditation.
Yep.
No, accreditation, affiliation, certification.
Yep.
Which is a bit like accreditation.
Yep.
I've overlapped here a little bit.
Yeah, there's 3 there though.
I've said it wrong. I don't know the 4th one, Billy.
Don't lie.
Certification, affiliation, accreditation. There is a 4th one.
There is a 4th one.
Ideation, incantation, space station.
You're not helping. You're not helping at all.
Like space station. Get that up on your site.
Anyway.
Well, let's not live in ignorance.
We'll edit
you
it
guys
in.
keep talking. I'll find it on the internet.
Good luck.
I believe I've Googled that before. And do you want a blank?
Accreditations, certifications, affiliations, nominations. No, it's not that.
That's not
okay.
it.
Anyway, those 3 will do.
Yes, they're good. They're 100% good enough. And there's a very strong good enough factor, right? You don't have to let perfect be the enemy of good enough.
No, that's true.
But
Luckily,
just all
luckily
these,
for us.
all these, luckily for right now,
Yeah.
all these, really, really good examples of why people should buy from you.
Yeah, totally. Cool. So, credibility is big. Credibility is big. Well, it's one of them. They feed into each other.
But
When you're talking about risk reversal,
Yes.
everything that we do in this offer is reversing the risk. Stacking the value and discounting the price reverses the risk. So credibility reverses the perceived risk. Social proof reverses this perceived risk, right? It all and social proof adds to the credibility. So it all intertwines. When you break it apart and itemize it like this, it can really help you add as much as you can to the offer and get the best possible result.
Yeah. And what you want to be doing here is there are 3 areas that you want to be getting it like as close to a 10 out of 10 as possible, right? When you're selling anything. So you want to be getting a 10 out of 10 for your business. So why should people come to your business? What is it that you've done in the past? Who have you worked with? What education certifications have you got? What's your experience, right? You need to be getting a 10 out of 10 for your product. Why should I be buying this product from you? What should I be expecting? And again, experience here is always good. But just going back over who you've worked with in the past, their experiences, reviews, testimonials, we'll touch on later, but all that good stuff. And then you want to get a 10 out of 10 for you, right? If you're the face of that company, somebody phones you and you answer that call, you need to be showing that you've got that background and that experience.
Well, businesses buy and sell to people, not businesses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Business is just people, right? There's really every transaction that takes place, every sale, it's that you might be selling B2B, but you're still selling to a person. Right?
Or even B2B, where we might talk about decision makers, right? And who's got who's closest to the money, who's going to be signing off on the deal. But the reality is that there are 6 to 10 decision makers in any large business purchase. There's a person who initially made contact with you, or you made contact with them if it's a cold call or other outreach. There's typically like maybe a finance director and a CEO and a founder of the business, and then a couple of other stakeholders along the way. So it's not about just selling to that one person. It's about giving that, again, credibility for your business, for that person.
Well,
so
it's
that
enabling them to be able to sell. If you know what I mean? Once you've convinced them.
We're connected.
Yeah. You were
right.
about to say it, right? You
can
convince one person.
That's what I was about to say as well, guys. I was
give
about to say
them
that too. So,
Oh my God, we're all
Yeah,
thinking the same thing.
same page.
Woo!
So we've got social proof, I think is where we're at next. Social proof.
Do you want to go on this one? I've talked a lot.
Social proof is basically, in my opinion, one of the most powerful marketing techniques that can be used.
I'd agree.
Because it ticks off so many of the persuasion boxes. You've got the consistency and the consensus persuasion techniques, that work really well. If everyone's doing it, I want to do it too. Right, we are
man.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Who wants to run off into the woods on their own and get eaten by a wolf?
Yes.
Scary stuff.
Well,
Don't wear a red hood.
Even if you look back at our origins, in our evolution over time and stuff, we had to remain as a part of our tribe.
Yes.
Or else we would die. Right? Like if we got rejected from our tribe,
Shunned,
and we're left out
exiled.
on our own, we'd probably die. Right? So it's deeply
conformities.
ingrained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deeply ingrained.
For sure. It's patterns as well.
Yeah.
We're programmed to see patterns.
Yeah.
And one pattern is seeing people going and doing something.
Yeah,
Or
that's
buying
right.
something.
right.
Okay, let's see what the pattern's about.
Yes, exactly. So it works really well. It's a very powerful technique. Social proof is basically putting as much as you possibly can onto your offer, onto your page, and as visually easy to find as possible as well. All of the reviews, testimonials, case studies that you can find that prove that people have gone before your prospect and had a positive experience.
So put it into a real world example, and you're in a street and there's 3 or 4 coffee shops, right?
Yes.
Which one are you going to go into?
The one that's packed with a queue out the front.
Yeah.
Right.
The one that's got the
Social
people
proof.
voting with their feet, right?
Yeah.
The social proof.
That's right.
That's where everybody else is going. That's where I want to go.
Yes.
And back to your value equation, I can get a coffee much quicker from
7-Eleven.
door number A, 7-Eleven, but I know the experience here is going to be better because everybody else is going here.
So what happens, can I just interject, what happens when you do follow the social proof and then you're disappointed?
you are more likely to blame yourself.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
Unless it's coffee.
That's what I'd say.
If it's bad coffee, it's on the barista.
Yeah, but you're less likely to blame the business that you've made a purchase from, made a transaction with, because you don't want to because so many people have enjoyed the experience, right? So
You're questioning yourself.
the reason why I'm saying this is because with Facebook ads that we run, right, we did a bit of a test, some social engineering. So we've got clients that posted we ran some Facebook ads for them and got everyone here in the office and got everyone that anyone here in the office knows to comment on the ads, right, and say, oh, I've bought this, it's amazing. Everyone should get it. So all of a sudden you're promoting an ad that's got 30 comments on it that says this thing's the best thing since sliced bread, right? So when we first, and everyone knows, anyone that's out there that's running Facebook ads now and is monitoring the comments, everyone knows there is a overwhelming supply of
An overwhelming bias towards negativity?
yes, on Facebook, an overwhelming supply of people acting horribly on social media, right?
Monkey see, monkey do.
So you see an ad, and you know, anyway, what we found from this was the ad that had 30 plus people commenting saying this thing's amazing, this company's amazing, you should buy one, continued to get positive comments.
Chain reaction.
Right? And the ad that we didn't do any of this social engineering on got negative comments right off the get-go. Oh, these guys are probably just trying to rip people off. Scam alert. You know, you get that on all Facebook ads. But no one commented like that on the ad that we'd put positive comments on.
Nobody's going into a sea of positivity and putting up
Yeah,
some
they didn't want to go against the
comment.
grain, right? And so if back to your question, Wade, if you follow social proof and make a purchase from a business and know that there's thousands of people that really enjoyed the experience that they had purchasing from that business, and you have not had a good experience purchasing, you're more likely to think the problem is you, not the business.
I think you're also more likely to chalk it up to like just one bad experience.
And
Right.
you
And
try
it
it again.
Yeah.
That's right. Because you want to see
you-
why, and you want to be like other people, right? You want to connect. You want to be part of. You don't want to be rejected. You don't want to be the weirdo. You don't want to be different. So
I don't know about you, but if I ever read,
I don't know about
if I ever read
except
like
Just
Wade.
mic drop.
Wade wants to be the weirdo and different.
I can't help it.
he
It's
seems
a
pretty
condition.
on board.
Yes.
Did you ever read?
Sound pretty on board.
Like, yeah.
Overboard, on board.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No,
You were
forget
scratching
it.
your
No,
eyebrow. I know that much.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. If you ever read,
Oh, it works.
If you ever read.
Yeah.
Reviews-
from time to time.
Yeah.
guys, shut up. If you ever read reviews from a business, right, and there's I don't know, 500 5-star reviews.
Yes.
And they're all overwhelmingly 5-star positive.
Yes.
Right. And unless it's a $3 purchase, then you don't really believe that, right? But if you see 500 5-star reviews and 20 1-star, right? And nobody writes 2 or 3-star reviews. That's not a thing. It's either 5, maybe 4 or 1, right? So you kind of want to see that as well, I think, for it to be a genuine experience from my point of view.
Because otherwise it's too good to be true.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks false. But also, I am anyway, much more inclined, again, to chalk up those negative experiences in the face of overwhelming positive experiences to them being either things that are outside of that outside of that business's control, like shipping or delivery or otherwise.
Or just a handful of arseholes.
Crackpots.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Or people whose expectations were too high.
Yes.
I would say. But
Yeah,
yes, yeah. So I think I had a point and I've lost it because of my eyebrow
Scratch your
scratching.
eyebrow again,
Yeah,
Joe.
Hang on.
3 scratches and he gets an idea.
All right. Should we move on?
I had a point. I'm sure if you
We'll
listen
come
to
back
this,
to it.
you'll,
Well,
you'll know what I'm
basically, you were
saying.
talking about, you need some to make it seem genuine and authentic. It can't just all be roses. There's
Yes.
obviously always going to be some people who don't have an amazing experience.
Right.
We
Right.
don't live in a utopian vacuum.
4.7 stars out of 5 is much more convincing than 5 out.
So if you're going to
out of 5.
social engineer your comments and posts,
Put some negative.
sprinkle a little bit of
and
sour,
negativity.
Put some real
sour
stuff in there.
citrus in there. Yeah.
And going back to your ads, really good example of something you can very easily do is to put your rankings and reviews into your ads.
Yes.
And right out the gate, social proof, it's right there. 35
Yes.
4.8 on average star reviews. Everybody's having a really positive experience when they call out you for a time management program, or you need an emergency plumber, whatever it is. Really, really easy to build that credibility.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yep, social proof and credibility. Totally.
Totes.
Call to action.
Buy now.
Yes, CTAs, man. How many times have you heard people talk about CTAs, calls to action? Call now, book now, get free quote now.
Anymore?
There's heaps. Buy now.
Apply now.
Add to cart.
Buy now. Find out more.
Yeah.
Learn more.
Yeah. So
Discover.
what do we know about calls to actions that get higher conversion rates?
I know if you have one,
Yeah.
you get a higher conversion rate.
Yeah, totally. And if it's congruent throughout all marketing assets and
Yes.
every point of contact with your prospect along the way, you get more. Also, if the button is transparent, you get more.
Transparent?
Did you know that? Yeah. You know, you got like full buttons where you got like
Colour.
the whole button's blue or black.
Sure.
And the writing's white. But if you have an outline of the button and then a transparent in the middle and then the writing there, more conversions. Because it feels like you can pushing your finger into it. Feels like people want to push it.
It's a bit more 3D looking? Or?
Yeah.
Huh.
It just feels more like you're pushing a button.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Nick,
Push the button.
that's from the Nick Calendar conversion rate optimization plethora of training manuals that he's got.
Little shout out there.
Very cool stuff there.
That's worth a very easy A/B test with some Google
Yeah.
Optimize. Google Optimize
Dude's a bit of a
implementation.
genius. He comes out with some
right.
cool stuff. I don't know if it all works, but we've tried some stuff out of there and it seems to be working. So, yeah, calls to action.
Just on calls to action, right?
Yeah.
Really important that you communicate to your customer exactly what you want them to do. And that's where call to actions come in, right?
Yes.
I want you to buy. I don't just want to show off this product and have some ratings and there's the price and just
Yes.
hope that you know what to do.
Yes.
I want to tell you to buy now. Click
Yes.
this button. Buy it now.
You can speak to people differently in marketing material like websites and stuff than you can in real life, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't say to you, call now.
Can I? Yeah.
Book
So
now.
just.
You can,
Yeah,
but it's not
not
very,
gonna be
it's not-
received
yeah,
well.
So this is what our Google ads look like. Give me your credit card number.
Yeah. I've even seen some fun ones like, you know, the button says just hit the damn button.
Yeah.
You know, or something like that.
I have seen it Go on a form submit.
Yeah.
Go gets
Go.
a greater submission rate than
Okay.
than send.
Yeah, send
book.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go.
Yeah, testing this stuff out's a lot of fun. For any of you nerds out there that know how to use computers well, Google Optimize can work well with A/B testing different calls to action for your business.
It's actually very user friendly.
Yeah, it's cool. Isn't
Really
it?
easy to
Google
use, yeah.
Optimize. So calls to action, and also Joe, you touched on it. It's got to be very, very clear and obvious. If you think you're being too obvious with calls to action and with marketing in general, you're on the right track, right? People are using a very small amount of their potential brain power when consuming your content. So the more easy that you can make the process for them, the better. Not only with just what you want them to do and why, but what will happen when they've done it. The process after that is very, very powerful. What are you laughing about?
I think that it's hilarious. You basically have to
Guide people through.
Well,
Hold their
everyone's
hand.
been lobotomized, and you've got to push them through the door.
On the internet.
Consumer
yeah.
behavior, man. And if you think about like e-commerce stores, right?
Yeah.
There is a difference between shopping and buying. And people, I shop all day. Well, not all day long. I work for a living.
He's got a
but
job.
I shop all day long. You know,
Yeah.
like we all do. We've got like Amazon apps on our phone. We go and look at ASOS online or whatever. You know, you go and have a look around. You're window shopping.
Yeah.
But the difference between that and buying is very, very different.
Man, I've done it. I did it the other day. I still do it. We are just not as aware of things around us as we think we are.
Unless
You know,
it's on a screen.
I went into a shop and I went to buy something and I pulled out some cash and she said, "We don't take cash." I said, "What do you mean you don't take cash?" I didn't know that. And I looked up and there's this like 3 meter wide neon sign that says "No cash taken" or whatever. You know, and I'm like, why don't you?
What-
take, I
what
didn't know you
business
didn't
was
take cash.
this?
I think the bigger question here is, how are
made
you
it up.
still buying in cash?
Yes. Who
What-
still has cash?
Cash
What
rules
cashless-
everything around me.
I promise I'm not
cashless
a drug
economy
dealer.
are you not living in? So you're like, yeah, let me just get this cash out of my wallet.
Man,
Who's
I like
got a
to
wallet
feel
these days?
like I've
I
got
do.
some
I
money.
still run the wallet.
I like to have as distant a connection with my money as possible. So the phone tap is
phone tap.
gold.
Well, there's no physical connection. Therefore, you're a great consumer because you never think about
I
How
never
much you're
think about
actually
it. Yeah.
giving away.
I just get stung every couple of weeks with a credit card bill. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, is that what I've done this week?
whoopsies.
All right, calls to action, cognitive load. Joe, what is that?
Overloading your consumer's brain with either too much information,
Yes.
information clustered too close together,
Yes.
or just overwhelming them with the experience that they get from from your website, whatever it is.
Yes. Great.
Can you do that without information?
Can you overload them cognitively without information?
Yes.
Yeah.
Too many calls to actions, too many offers, too many reasons to buy now, just too much.
There's also, this is why design matters so much and user experience matters so much. When you first open a web page, whether it be on your mobile or on your desktop or a screen monitor, there's an instant amount of energy you have to use to be able to consume the information on that page, right? So that's why you need a style guide. That's why you need to make sure that everything's uniform. That's why you need to make sure that the font never changes, that you've got no more than maybe 2 or 3 different sizes of that font for headline, sub-headline, and paragraphs.
That's actually pretty, I like that.
The less colours you can use, the better. You need colours to make the web page look good, but
How
you
many?
do not need more than 2 or 3. The best looking websites out there, if you look at them carefully, have 2 or 3 different colours on the page in total, including white.
Well, think
Right.
about McDonald's. Any massive iconographic,
Yes.
brand. It's
Yeah.
2 colors.
Do you know why? Do you know why they do that? So you can instantly recognize it. You can instantly recognize it. If you see that yellow and red together, even if it's not with the M symbol, you think McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? And so it's the same with a landing page or a website. If you get onto a page and it's got different fonts, different sizes, different colors everywhere, 6 or 7 different colors, it's too much. It's too much.
It's confusing, right?
It's confusing, and it just takes too much cognitive effort to consume the information on that page, and they're gone.
My brother bought a house a few years ago, and when we first went in and looked at I didn't go to buy it, right? But when he bought it in empty house, whatever,
Yes.
went in 4-bedroom house, and you walked around, every single wall in the bedrooms upstairs was a different color.
Whoa!
It
Who
was-
was living in there beforehand? Those poor bastards.
Don't know. It was very, very confusing. Like I walked through, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, walked through, right? Walked down the stairs, and I was like, I don't know how many rooms I've just been in. I literally
Was that
couldn't
the
tell you.
child's room?
It was maybe 2 kids' rooms and a parent's room.
So it was one of the kids'
Different
rooms.
colour
But
walls.
but each wall was a mood wall. So it was so very, very confusing.
That
I
is.
literally couldn't tell you how many rooms were there.
Yes.
After they whitewashed the joint, it was 3 bedrooms.
Now it's a
is
house
it.
again.
That's a house again. Not a fun house.
Yes.
A bouncy castle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
same kind of deal, right? It's overwhelming amounts of information, essentially. And it's not big amounts of information, it's colours on a wall. The same thing with like a website design, with whatever it is you're putting out there from your branding. It needs to be clean, clear, consistent, contemporary, like that.
We do.
Wade loves a bit of contemporary.
Contemporary is also something that you could touch on. Like, if you can take advantage of a contemporary political or social issue, you can make ads and landing pages in line with that will get a lot of attention. We had some wild success with ads with just a picture of a roll of toilet paper, right, when the toilet paper craze was on.
Yeah.
If you're there's a lot of different things you can do. We've got a client that when the government was giving all that money away during the lockdown, just put a picture of Gladys Berejiklian's head in the corner of his ad, and it got like 4 times the click-throughs.
Right.
He was a finance company, so it made sense in some way. There was some sort of a segue.
But she at the time was like on trend, right?
Yeah,
So
everyone, you see
Well,
Gladys.
every
it's-
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Gladys, you pay attention, So there's a lot of cool things you can do like that. A little bit off topic. Cognitive analysis, or cognitive load, I think we've covered that. Heuristic analysis is along the same lines, helping people solve complicated problems in a simple way. It might not be the best solution. It might not be, 100% guaranteed to be the best solution and completely solve the problem. But if they can quickly and easily get somewhat of a solution to a complicated problem, they'll do it.
yeah, heuristics tends to be around the user experience, right? And how easy it is to find the information you're looking for.
Yeah, that's right.
which going back to cognitive load, like the clearer and cleaner you can make that information, the easier it is to find. More likely you're going to find that people do what you want them to do.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
What
all
if
this
you
helps.
strip it right back?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of websites that have done that, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of websites that are doing that. You look at ClickFunnels, look at Stripe, look at any of these big Hotjar. Hotjar as well has got that center aligned paragraph, like or list of copy.
Oh, so, yes.
Can you pull it up,
Right.
Wade?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
Jamie. I
Yeah.
need to get that on the screen.
Sorry, guys.
Pull
What's it called?
up Stripe.
Just take this opportunity to say I hate ClickFunnels.
Should we
Can't
run
stand
straight? It's on the top ad. We're on Stripe. Here we go.
Have you got? Is that on the screen now?
It's on the screen.
All right. Just describe it to me if you don't mind. We've
Um,
got to get
first-
another TV in here.
Yeah, first and foremost, we have this nice gradient that catches your eye from the top left of the page, which is, known in color theory as well as, looking at art. Your eye always is attracted to the top left corner immediately.
So it's guiding you into the page.
Absolutely. And at the top of that page, in quite modest size font, is their logo. How
many colors can you count on the page?
well, because we've got this changing gradient, 4, 5.
But what if you
But
get
when you get into the guts of it,
Affiliation.
we've got affiliation straight off the bat. As you scroll down, we've got nice things that are important and integral to their services in purple.
Strong call to action.
Very visual. It's giving you
Process
Uh,
after sale.
exactly. It's giving you almost a visual map here
Yes.
of the process.
Yeah, cool.
Of the user experience. And then as we go down, it's been segmented with a darker kind of background that is running. I don't know. I've never used Stripe before. So
How many fonts can you count?
1, 2. I'd say that it's all uniform except for
All right, go
The
to
logo.
Hotjar, or actually go to ClickFunnels.
Yep, we're on.
Scroll down a bit.
Scrolling.
How simple is that page?
A bit busy, yeah?
It's way too busy for my liking.
You reckon?
Straight off the bat, 100%.
All right.
Recent
try,
posts on the right hand side.
How many colors? Too many.
Yeah, there's
a
just
few.
too many icons going on.
All right.
Like you've
What
got
about-
all the
okay, here we go.
socials,
You're also
you've
being
got
guided
Pinterest.
off the website with the socials on the left hand side here.
Let's go to one of the CRO websites. Go to Hotjar. You'll notice a uniform call to action in the top right as well. More often than not, that's kind of come a long way. Everyone's using that.
So right at the back
sign
here,
in or try it free.
right at the
is
back,
that
you've
it?
also got a really good visual example of what Hotjar is going to give you.
Right.
Visual heat maps.
Yes.
And if you scroll down, something I always like to promote as well, a sticky menu.
Yes. Makes it easy.
So you've got
to
that call
navigate.
to action all the time if you want to go and look at other services that are on offer.
Yep.
Sticky
Easy to
menu,
do.
this bad boy here.
Yep.
So viewers can see what that means.
But see how the content on that page as well is just really easy to consume. It's not.
It's got room to breathe.
Yep.
It's
Definitely.
it's almost like it's a dot point kind of style.
Fairly stripped back.
Absolutely. Not too much information, nothing over 2 sentences, 3
Okay.
sentences in
Last
information.
one. Crazy egg.
You're a crazy egg.
Another heat map technology.
Yeah,
Crazy
another
egg.
CRO software.
Okay. Seek crazy egg, VWO.
Crazy
A/B
egg.
testing.
Yeah, that's the one.
Here we go. So they're actually the first non-ad.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we're on.
Look at that.
Ooh, make your website better.
Yep.
Instantly.
Scroll down. How
Who
many
doesn't wanna
colours,
do
how many
that?
fonts?
It's so far, again, just looks like the singular or maybe 2 fonts. Our internet's struggling, so we
Okay.
might switch out of that.
Let's turn that off.
Yeah.
It's a bit of visual fun though.
Yeah, it was a bit of visual fun. One of the exercises that we often do is look around at the best performing websites in the world. And there's Kogan, eBay, for e-commerce, of course. There's it used to be called Go Fish. but now it's called Deals. Yeah, My Deals, and now it's called just Deals, I think. They're the e-commerce ones, and then obviously the best, most highest converting, or the ones that would have had the most money put into them, are things like Stripe, Afterpay, Crazy Egg, Hotjar. They're those Crazy Egg and Hotjar are CRO softwares. They're actually selling a software that helps you increase the conversion rate of your website. So you'd imagine looking at their website will give you some good tips as well. So heuristic analysis is important. Superior offer. Make sure that your offer is superior. How do you do that?
Differentiate.
Yeah, you got to differentiate, but how do you do that? How do you know if your offer is better than what other people in the market
Look
are
at
offering?
your competitors.
That old
Study it,
chestnut, yeah.
study it.
Get
You gotta
back to
study
looking
it.
at what other ads are doing in the space, what other
Yes.
websites look like, what other offers are out there.
Yeah, precisely.
What are the
man.
customers saying? What are the reviews saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Learn from your customer. They know it all.
Yeah, man. What are the positives? What is it things people liked, right? What are the negatives? What is it you need to avoid with your business,
Yes.
your market?
Precisely. Make sure you've got good internet when you do it, though, or else you might find that it's going to take longer than.
When's our
Who's the best internet provider we've currently got running in the office right now?
which is of the 4 or 5 routers that we got on the go at the moment? Which is your favourite, Billy?
We will disclose the process that we've been through. Just recently with trying to get NBN in our new office space. It's a pain in the bum, big time. The internet service providers blame the building owners blame the internet service providers, and here we are with 5G wireless internet connections wiring our office at this point in time.
And stay tuned for the next episode where we'll reveal Billy's favorite internet provider.
Yeah, who have you had the best experience talking with so far?
None of them. I hate them all right now.
Sounds like they need a crazy egg.
Yes. Urgency and scarcity. How do you do that? Easy. Premium offers, right? Limited time offers. Buy this today. Next 5 callers. Next 5 purchases.
Site-wide sales events.
Site-wide sales events.
Black
Friday. Black Friday.
Christmas. We'll throw this into the next 30.
So there's that old you can have an offer, but you got to give people a reason to do it, right? You can't just say, "Oh, this is John's grocery store and it's 20% off." It's like, okay, that's cool, but why is it 20% off? And what's to stop me just like not buying this set of grapes, whatever, I don't know.
Right.
Today,
Set of
mango, this case of mangoes. Why aren't I buying these today?
Can you pick me up 2 sets of grapes?
What is a group of grapes called?
Wine.
Oh, man, that is so funny. A bunch
Bushel?
of grapes, man.
Bunch.
A bunch.
Yeah, it's a bunch,
Isn't that a bunch of bananas?
That is the
Yeah.
easiest question you've ever asked me. What is a group of grapes called? Definitely not a set.
Look, all right, I struggle
you
in
mean-
various...
I'm a grape collector. I've got 2 sets of grapes.
Do you mean that you need one of each color grape?
Is that a group?
That's a set.
Is this a Moscato grape? We have the seedless.
All right, so these gaggle of grapes
This gang of grapes.
can be 20% off, but why should I buy it today? What's to stop me coming back next week and expecting that?
Because
same
they're in a
deal?
set.
No, it's because it's John's birthday today. So buy these grapes from John today, get
Yeah.
20% off,
Yeah,
right?
John,
Urgency.
that's right.
Today's the day.
12:01. Too late.
No grapes for you.
Not getting
Midnight 30, full price grapes.
Yeah. Premium offers usually are limited time, limited by.
Otherwise, they're not
amount.
premium.
That's
They're
right.
just a regular old offer.
There's no reason for it to be...
Have a premium offer. You know what I mean? And look at the even going back to plumbing, they're offering premium offers. They've got on there,
Lifetime offers are a premium offer that doesn't have an expiration.
That's
yeah,
true,
but usually lifetime's used in the context with warranties or guarantees, subscriptions, things like that. Yeah, but when they have to keep paying, but certainly lifetime offer, but premium offers usually are limited by time, limited by amount, limited by
Location.
also the type of inquiry. Google. Plumbers are often
Is it a
using-
digital only offer?
Right.
Well, if it
That's
is
what
like
plumbers
a-
do. They
like
say inquire for internet inquiry, $50 off internet inquiries today only.
Yeah.
You'll see that on the bigger plumbing.
So service
websites.
based and professional services businesses, professional services might have that lifetime offer because it's a subscription and you're using that service repeatedly.
Yep.
Specific plumber type businesses that service based need it now.
Yeah.
You guys are obsessed with plumbers.
Well, Joe
Get locked
said
in.
he wanted to get all specific and stuff.
Okay.
And then we didn't. So
Yeah. And then you
do
just,
what you want to
just
do.
threw it in the mix, right?
How
at the
selfish of me.
But yeah, the urgency is good there, right? In
Yeah.
terms of like short term. But if you're like, I get a text from a couple of RSLs every year around my birthday. Come and get $15 off, right? If you're an e-com store, you got that email marketing database, and you got that person's birthday information. You can give them a reason on that day of the year or within that
give you
week
some money.
to give me some money.
Spoil yourself by giving me your money.
It's your birthday. Come and
Happy
buy
birthday.
yourself
Give me
a
some
gift.
money. So, guys, let's rattle through them because this is important. In all seriousness, I think that businesses need to know how to promote their services and their products. Otherwise, they're going to be throwing money at Google and Facebook, listening to advice, going from agency to agency, thinking about why their
Where
campaigns...
your next meal is coming
Yeah,
from.
that's right. No,
Yeah.
why their campaign's not going that well. And it's often more to do with your offer than any platform or process or agency or Google reps advice that you're taking or people that you're paying, right? So if you're looking at signing up with an agency, they should be taking a big step back and looking at your dream buyer and looking at your offer and looking at your market before they spend a cent of your money on online marketing, right? Cool. So just to go through that again, the offer: differentiated, value-driven, superior, value stacking, bundles, risk reversal, guarantees, credibility, social proof, calls to action, the process after purchase, cognitive load, heuristics, making sure it's a superior offer, urgency and scarcity, and again, going back over and making sure it is a superior offer and that you're running something that's a premium.
Positioning.
Positioning?
Is that part of an offer? Where
You
it
mean
goes?
where it goes on the page,
Well, where you put it.
front and center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why also landing pages are so crucial for successful online marketing campaigns. You do not want to send someone to your About Us page or your homepage or your services page.
But also, if it's across multiple channels, like, it's an Instagram only offer or, via the website or telephone, that's also positioning, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Positioning of the offer itself, like in regards to where you're promoting it, on what platform, that can work well. Definitely.
The difference in the interest of your audience in those platforms, right?
Yes.
If it's a Google ad, then you should be putting your service in front of people, looking for what you do, where you do it. If you're in front of Facebook or an Instagram or a TikTok or a Snapchat, whatever, pick an audience, you're in front of them. They're not looking for you. So you need to have a differentiated, superior offer for that audience because you're then trying to entice them to come through. Right?
Well,
They're not looking for you.
on those platforms, it's just a war for attention. Online marketing is a war for people's attention, for people's eyeballs. That's the biggest commodity these days.
Eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start buying them now.
Cool. Should we wrap this up?
100%.
All right, man.
Give
It's
us
been
a little.
fun.
Give us a little music. Give us a sample. We haven't used a sample pad.
I think this was a fantastic podcast, guys.
That was a bad one.
wrong button.
No, wrong one.
What a great podcast. Well done. Thank you for joining me, guys. Excellent.
Oh yeah. And with that, it's a wrap. Signing off. Bye bye.
Peace.
Bye.